Easy now, and welcome to this tutorial about bitmaps. Okay, so quite a bit of vocabulary to get through. First of all, a pixel is a tiny square on your screen that makes an image by representing a colour or a level of brightness. A row is a horizontal line of cells or pixels. A column is a vertical line of cells or pixels. A bitmap is a digital image made up of rows of pixels. Compress means to make smaller, and a JPEG is a compressed bitmap image. So, steps to success. What you will learn in this lesson is what a bitmap is, how it makes up an image. Bitmaps are raw, uncompressed files, so we'll get to that in a bit. Right, so in this tutorial I will explain what a bitmap is, explain how colours of light mix together to make other colours, show how bitmaps display images using a spreadsheet. So, quick bit of maths. Rows versus columns, just to clear this up. That's a cell, or in our case a pixel. That's a row going horizontally with the little rowing guy just to kind of maybe help you out. A column, so I think that's Winston Churchill's column, but it's going vertically, so that's kind of a reminder of how columns go. So, as far as colours go in bitmaps, if you mix paint together, so all the colours of the rainbow, mix them all together, what do you get? I mean, in theory you should get black, but actually you get a really dark, disgusting brown colour, right? And that would be that area in the middle of this mix of paint colours. Okay, so red, green, blue, mix them all together and you get brown. If you mix all the colours of light together, so red light, green light, blue light, what colour would you get? Yep, so it's white, and that's that area in the middle of there. Okay, so having a quick look at this, we've got red, green, blue, and then cyan, magenta and yellow. Okay, we're going to get back to that in just a sec. So, there's the little diagram again. It's like a Venn diagram, isn't it? So cyan, this colour just there, sort of a light yellowy blue, is green and blue mixed together. Magenta is this sort of pink colour, is a mixture of blue and red. I would have thought that would be purple, but yeah, my brain doesn't get around light very well. And then yellow, here's the weird one. That yellow is a mixture of green and red. Makes yellow. Okay, I'll just believe it, yeah? Just get your brain around it and just believe it. Okay, and then the key is all of the colours together. Okay, so that's sort of the level of brightness. So, next, so there's an image that I uploaded to a website, I'll show you in a sec, which converted this spreadsheet into an image. Okay, well, actually converted the image to a spreadsheet. It depends on which way around you look. But anyway, this area here, which in theory is white, sort of, on the image, is made by, so you can see, if you group the three colours together, and imagine that was one pixel, so those three are one pixel, those three are one pixel, and it just builds up, so horizontally, and they go down a row, and then go across again, down a row, go across again, like how a telly builds up an image. Okay, so, and that's where I fetched it from. So there's a little zoom in. So for example, A1, 2 and 3, that could be considered 1 pixel, and the number is the brightness of that particular colour. So it goes from 0 to 254, or in human terms 1 to 255. So there's actually 255 levels of brightness. Okay, so full red, full green, full blue, in theory mixes together to make white. Doesn't quite do that, but it's close. So anyway, so on this image we've now got the dark green area, and that's made up of low numbers. So we've got low intensity brightness of light. Yeah, so dark red and dark green make dark yellow. So there it is, dark red and dark green, that would make the dark yellow. And then dark blue, so we've got the lighter blue down there. Yellow and blue makes green. So dark yellow, dark blue, that makes dark green. Yeah, so there's the image again. That's the original of the image that was uploaded to the website. It's quite a lot brighter, quite a lot sharper, but you can definitely see how the image was built up using the pixels, the squares of light. Okay, that's where I uploaded the image to, and it converted it into a spreadsheet. We'll leave all the links and all the text from this presentation in the description below. So, really quick bit of history. It's how JPEGs saved, well, my life definitely. So bitmaps were invented in the 60s. They were great things. The only thing that the file size were large because the files were not compressed at all. They were sort of the original raw files. Okay, the World Wide Web was invented in 1989. Okay, so the internet was actually developed in the 60s, but what I call the internet is actually the World Wide Web. That's what we use nowadays. So that was invented in 1989. Images transmitted across the World Wide Web it was horrific. Download speed was terrible because bitmaps were huge, and also the bit rate of downloads was measured in kilobytes as opposed to megabytes. So it was frustrating in the old days. And then along came JPEGs. So in 1992, JPEGs were invented. They found a way of squashing bitmaps, compressing bitmaps together to make much smaller files. And the quality loss wasn't too bad. So if you took a bitmap, compressed it into a JPEG, and then uncompressed that JPEG, turned it back into a bitmap, you'd lose about 5% of the quality, but compared to what you gained in time, it's much, much, much better. Okay, so yeah, JPEGs saved the world as far as internet and images and stuff goes. If you want further viewing on how bitmaps are put together, how the colours work properly, all that kind of good stuff, there's your further watching. It's quite heavy, but I've thought it was quite interesting, so I've left you the link. You can do with it what you will. Right, so in this tutorial I have explained what a bitmap is, explained how light mixes together to make different colours, and I've shown how bitmaps could be displayed using a spreadsheet. I think I did rather well. So your task is to either upload an image to the Think Maths website and have a look for yourself. So evaluate the image in the spreadsheet. What do you think of it? And I'd like you to send a screenshot of the spreadsheet so I can see what your bitmap looks like, and then your evaluation. We'll get to that in a sec. Or have a look at my image if you don't want to get convert an image in a spreadsheet. So have a look at my image. I want you to evaluate the image. So what do you think of it? And then send me the evaluation, because obviously I know what the bitmap looks like already. With the evaluation, some sentence openers you could consider are, I thought the colours were, and then you can describe how you thought the colours were. So maybe compare the original image to the spreadsheet version of the image. You could say things like overall the brightness of the image was, and you can kind of see that from mine. But yeah, upload your own image and see if you get similar things going on. And then for another idea would be when I zoomed out of the image, the sharpness of the image, so the quality of the image was, and then describe it to me. Okay, so I want your evaluations of the images and how they were converted using this clever little spreadsheet website. Right, and then once you've done that, get outside, see some sunshine, and I shall see you next week.